And what he figured out was that if you take the herb, make it into the tincture you want, you create an alcohol tincture, and the herbs that are in this brew are going to release their active phytochemicals into this alcohol tincture. And then after that extract is made, you remove all the plant material and you burn it into its mineral ash so that all the carbon's burnt off and just the minerals are left. And you then return these minerals back into that herbal extract, and all the color comes back that's supposed to be there, and the aroma returns. And this particular alchemical combination is called the spagyric method of making herbal extracts, and it's considered the most potent, or one of the most potent ways of making an herbal extract. So we have this wonderful product called Livitrex, which has got the traditional silymarin in it, herbs which support the kidney function and liver function. They're all designed to both act as a tonic to activate its own function and support the known functions of like silymarin for the liver to rebuild a portion of its ability to filter the blood system. So Livitrex can be taken for somebody who knows they have liver challenges on an ongoing basis, or for several months in a row to support optimization of liver health. Anyways, these 4 products comprise my base package for helping you detoxify heavy metals in a way that will make you feel better and better and better the longer you're on it, because your whole body is becoming detoxified. That's what we're getting a lot of feedback to that effect from people taking these products, or particularly the Whey and the Mineral Magic, and these 2 additional if you have the funds to add them and feel the need for them. Then I wanted to go next to the subject of the pineal gland and the need to decalcify it. So you have this gland in the middle of your head, which you can look online and see where it's located anatomically in your head, that is responsible for producing melatonin, the sleep chemical. It's also responsible, according to some people's research, for producing dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. Strength and my muscle size effortlessly with no further exercise. Or if they're already a high-performing athlete, they're experiencing phenomenal increases in energy, endurance, all that, and recovery, speed of recovery. We had one guy in Canada that said, and this is all on the testimonial section to our website, that he's experienced, typically in the past, when he's a bicycler, so he will bicycle long distances, he would bicycle every other day, and you know, that was his routine, and he'd go only such and such a distance. Now he says that last summer when he took the whey protein, he went every day, and this was in 100-degree heat. He was saying it was very high heat. I believe it was 100-degree heat. He said he was biking in this high heat weather for every day for a period of, I believe, 7 or 10 days. And then at the end of this time period, he would go out and work at the gym. So he'd, finish that heavy-duty bicycling, then take another scoop of the whey and go to the gym and crank out lithium weights. So he's expressed that his energy and his endurance and his strength has just soared to new heights he never really experienced. For the person who's an invalid who needs to gain muscle, which is an elderly person who's poor at synthesizing proteins, we've had those reports. For a person who's compromised in any way, shape, or form with being able to gain muscle, this is a phenomenal food for the body. People have reported fat loss with it, so they lose unwanted body fat, but they keep their muscle. So the effects have been just outstanding across the board. So when I tell people that here is one food that addresses the protein needs of the body, blood sugar regulation, and before I go further there, I want to acknowledge that I've got a couple of women that have called us and told us that their blood sugar regulation has become so improved that the numbers, they're diabetics, one's a type 1, one's a type 2, and both their blood sugars have come more into normal range. They feel better than ever, and one of them had diabetic neuropathy, which is a terrible, uncomfortable pain in your nerves, and this was occurring in her feet. And she says all her neuropathy pain has gone away in her feet, so she was able to play with her kids again, run around on the grass, just as a result of being on our One World Whey protein. She was also on a few other supplements that helped, but this was the primary one. So you've got a protein powder that will support detoxification, it'll support blood sugar regulation, muscle protein synthesis, fat loss, anti-aging effects because of the raising of glutathione and the neutralization of free radicals, and this whole plethora of things from one product. If you try and get that from taking supplements and buying a spectrum of supplements to deliver that, you're talking about $300 minimum to do this. It's $300 just to get one of the high-end heavy metal detoxification protocols that's, the most high-end, most usable to the body. It's minimum $300 out the door. Okay, when you're talking about getting better results with this whey protein at heavy metal detox than that protocol, and it's only $154 for a 5-pound container, plus it's a food for your body that does all these other things. This is really a sensational food. When you go back and look at the history of whey protein and what it's done for people's health, you have several hundred years of chronicled positive evidence starting at the time of Hippocrates. And you come forward in time and now go to the 1800s, and you've got 160 spas that were set up in Europe and Austria, Switzerland, and Germany to dispense fresh liquid whey in spas where people who were either aged would want to go to rejuvenate themselves, or people who were sick were trying to heal themselves of something, and they were achieving these improvements in their health dramatically just from drinking fresh liquid raw whey. You come forward in our time to now, and no whey protein powder on the market's achieving these kinds of results because they're all damaged by heat. They're all pasteurized. So I'm here to remind you, refresh your memory, that One World Whey is an outstanding product that literally deserves everyone's attention. Every single person in this country needs this product, wants this product, will benefit from this product. We have yet to get a single person who has dairy sensitivities to report to us that they're having any problems with it. In fact, they're all reporting. Every single person who has dairy sensitivities and says, oh, I can't tolerate whey protein, I can't tolerate dairy of any kind, I have severe allergies. We ask them to please give it a try. They give it a try, and every single one of them has benefited and has had no negative reaction. There's a big difference between pasteurized dairy that's been damaged by heat and non-pasteurized, unheated, cold-processed dairy from start to finish that's totally non-denatured and from grass-fed cows, and it's whey protein, which is a small protein, much like human mother's milk, much like goat's milk, in the size of the protein is very small, so it's easy to digest, and therefore we've not had a single person call us telling us they've been intolerant of our product yet. Okay, so I've gone into this subject of how to detoxify the heavy metals with the whey protein. To this, you can add our Mineral Magic so that you have the 76 trace minerals that the body needs with which to create all the metabolic enzymes. And these metabolic enzymes are, again, they are what enable you to be able to make all the different antioxidants, the glutathione, the superoxide dismutase, the catalase, all these things that neutralize free radicals and assist in optimum health. And every other aspect of your body, it's a metabolic enzyme reaction. All a metabolic enzyme is a protein married to a mineral. All the soils are deficient in trace minerals. All the foods are deficient in trace minerals. Joe Wallach, the famous guy that created Dead Doctors Don't Lie, he's a wonderful man, has written excellent books, Rare Earths, Forbidden Cures. This guy knows the subject better than anyone. His information points us right back to minerals. You want to correct neurological imbalances, glandular imbalances, appetites for unhealthy foods, you have to have trace minerals in the diet. People have told me that their craving for junk foods has gone away once they get on Mineral Magic. And that is what you want to give your body so that it can make metabolic enzymes to assist you in creating the glutathione for the detox. So I recommend One World Whey, Mineral Magic as the base, bare minimum, to assist you in causing your body to detoxify heavy metals successfully. To that, if you have the funds and you want to add more to make it easier on your body, or maybe your body needs extra support, I'd add R-lipoic acid. Lipoic acid is a nice antioxidant that's both fat and water soluble in its ability to neutralize free radicals both in the water-soluble tissues and the fat-soluble tissues. And also it's known as a heavy metal chelator as well. So it can get into the brain and help pull the heavy metals out of that area too. And it's also very, very supportive of liver function. I read a story one time where two people were dying of liver failure from eating the death cap mushroom, and the medical doctor on board there that was the chief in charge of it assigned these two people to this one younger, probably an intern medical doctor, and that intern medical doctor was assigned to them so that he could watch them die. Literally, that was the objective of the chief medical doctor's goal for his intern, to watch these men die, to observe what death is in the medical system and to get used to it. Well, that was not the desired goal for this intern. He instead called up a friend and asked him if this person knew of anything that would help with supporting liver health. And the guy said, yeah, lipoic acid. So this guy had some overnighted to the hospital and got these people, two people on the lipoic acid. And within a week, they were recovering. And pretty soon they were out of the hospital completely. Their livers recovered. So our lipoic acid is really great for improving liver function. And then lastly is a product which supports the liver's health additionally called Livitrex. This is one of the finest herbal extracts on the market. It's produced through a spagaric process. Spagaric method of making herbal extract, it's very complete. It was developed by Paracelsus,